All right, we are going to get into ways for you to create these products fast. This can be products that you sell and stuff like that, but let's not even worry about that because we've given you this outline, this step-by-step process of building a list. Let's just talk about this in the context of you creating these things to give them away, to build your list quicker, faster. The better thing you can give out, the more the people want it, the hotter the topic is, the more subscribers you're going to get. And you're going to create a better bond. If you get a really crappy report, who cares if you got it for free? You're going to look at that guy that gave you the crappy report and go, this guy's a moron. But if you get something really cool and you're like, whoa, did that guy really over-deliver? And that's what people are also finding is the moving the free line. People that give out all this content, good, great content, all the time. Well, people then buy from that person, either their own product or if they recommend a product. So be thinking of that through all this. How can you use these tactics to then give it away and build your list? Okay, now things to remember. Don't make this harder than it is. Many of these steps might seem hard, but they're really not. You can break it down as simple as sending off, creating your account at Elance and having someone else do it. It's as simple as that. And if you want to do it yourself, that's going to be, obviously a little harder. You don't have to make your own product. When you look at my websites and my bonuses and all that stuff, I'm not making that. I'm having other people make that. I'm not sitting there making any of that stuff. On my last launch, if you look at my product itself, software, outsourced. Now the videos for the list building, that was me talking, a total of maybe 15, 16 hours, so that was mine. The autoresponders that we give the monthly people every single month, I hired the email writer, Stephen Pierce's email writer. She creates those autoresponders every single month. I pay her money, she sends them to me every single month. The products that go for the 200 products, those were not created by me. I bought those. Some are PLR, some are master resale right type. Or no, actually all of them are PLR, or at least with giveaway rights. Because then those 200 can be given away. So none of those were created myself. The ClickBake autoresponders that we gave out as a bonus, 50 products, each one has 5 different autoresponders. I purchased those. I did not make those either. The traffic videos, I purchased those. PLR, what else is in there? Different templates. I went to template owners. Some of them were, you could not give them away. And in a way, I am giving them away because I'm allowing my members to put them on their own pages, even though it's on my server. But I still contacted them and got the okay to use those templates. So when you go in to make your opt-in page, you've got 10, 12 templates to choose from. Those were all purchased too. So we weren't sitting there doing all this stuff. Oh, there's another thing monthly people get. I was in the Warrior Forum, and these guys had really cool CPA-type landing pages and download pages and autoresponders and all this stuff, and they're for personal use only. So I'm like, well, I can't use those. I contacted the owner. I said, what would it cost for me to be able to use those in my system and give them away? Basically, get master resale rights to those. He whipped out a price. I'm buying those for my members every single month. So it's not hard. I'm not creating this. I went out and I searched for what can I buy to give away, or in this case, sell to give to my members. And definitely always follow the rules. And if you don't know, ask. If you get a product and there's not rules in those, track down the owner. You can't just say, well, there's no rules, so I think I will just give them away. Question?
You said you use your own server. Did you purchase one, or are you renting it, or how does that work?
My server for my website? That is I bought it through Rackspace. It's a dedicated server. It's one of the big ones. I pay $500 a month. Yeah, it's not mine. I'm just paying $500, $550 a month to use it. I've got 2 of those big servers.
So as far as someone starting out, they should do that, or?
You should go to like GoDaddy or HostGator for the just get a small web hosting account is all. I mean, you can get it for, well, we talked about yesterday getting a reseller account. You can put anywhere from 10 to 30 different websites on that shared server for, what, $30? But if you only got one website, yeah, you can just pay $5 for hosting. Yeah, never go too big to start. You can always go small and then upgrade. You can hire guys that can move websites over. Not a problem. Even I started with cheapo hosting. You don't want to launch a monster product with cheapo hosting, but you don't have to worry about that to start. Also remember, your product will never be perfect. I don't know how many perfectionists are in the room. And you've got to have every single thing finished perfect before you launch, before you put it out there, before you get out of that mindset. Good is good enough. That is not my term. I heard that from Bill Glazer and Dan Kennedy. I'm even copying and modeling up here. Those guys, it's brilliant. Good is good enough. You don't want to put out crap. We're talking about a really good product, but maybe part of it could be a little better. Maybe you could, whatever. If it's up to a point of being really, really good, but not perfect, put it out there. We even launched our last site, and we're still tweaking things. I mean, I still have a to-do list of things to make it better. And we're already thinking about ways to do 2.0, 7-button profits 2.0. So what we'll probably do is increase it for the current members, give them all the upgrades. No one else is going to know about it. Then when we relaunch it, we'll say, hey, here's the new system. And we've also got all these people to kind of beta test it and to give us ideas for the upgrades. But good is good enough. We've already talked about take action. You can't make a product until you take action. Either you do it yourself or you outsource it. Then learn to take massive and quick action. We haven't told you about that. Go out there and you've got your list, your to-do list. Don't sit there and go, okay, I'm going to do one thing today. No. Bam, you're going to buy your domain. You're going to buy you're going to send off to your coders what you want on the thing. You're going to go over and get graphics made. You sit there and send your PDF or send your MP3 to your transcriptionist to transcribe. You can just start firing things off all over the place. So that's why the whole idea of outsourcing, you're limited, your time is limited if you're doing it all yourself. And just remember, you can get a lot done for $5, $10, $20. We talked about not buying any more products. Look at those products that you would have bought for $47. Slide that over into your outsourcing fund. If you really need to spend money, just slide it over and you're going to, have those outsourcers creating those sites for you, getting those up. All right, products that you can create. Now, we've went through these before. Ebooks, special reports, software. So you don't have to write these down. You should already have those. This might be the exact same list that I had before. Some of them might be new, but it's pretty much, that's the starting point of what you can give away. But again, pick one. Everything we show you, you're always just going to pick one thing at a time. And it's what is best in your niche. What do they want? Let them tell you. Don't you decide, my guys really want a software product. Those snowboarders are going to love this software product. No, they're going to love videos. They're not going to want to hear a teleseminar of you trying to explain how to snowboard on a teleseminar. They want to see videos of somebody out there trying it, and especially wiping out and almost killing themselves. They're going to find that really funny. So yeah, you can give out some funny videos in your niche. And it can be things that we won't even talk about, grabbing other people's videos and sliding them into your YouTube account and putting your URL on the bottom. Some people might frown on that. 2-hour product creation. Record you and talk. Now this is just one example. Record you talking and answering the biggest questions in your niche, or asking someone else those questions. If you're not the expert, you're going to interview an expert. I was sitting there with a neighbor of mine who was going through her business in the home party niche, and I just sat there and asked her, well, what are the biggest, and she's got a group of 100, at the time, 150 girls under her working. So she's been doing it for 8 years, really successful, 150 people in her downline. And I just started asking her, well, what's the biggest frustrations of your people? And what's, I just started asking more and more questions. From that, I created software to solve their frustrations. And a lot of it is the same as you guys. You got too much stuff going on. You can't keep everything straight. You don't have a step-by-step game plan. We created software for the home party people to keep track of their contacts. They know, for every party they do, there's certain things they always need to do. Send out invitations, contact the host, do follow-ups, blah, blah, do all this stuff. Well, we created templates to load in the software. So from that, I created the product. I did interviews with her, asking her questions. I knew nothing about the topic. I found out from her what the hot topics were. And then I turned around and asked her the question when I recorded it. We did like 9 hours of talks in that niche alone. And we've given out some of that. And we've created a pretty good sized list from doing that. So what you do is you do that after you record it. You upload the MP3 online. And that's, FTPing. Actually, you could even get away with uploading it at this point. You just have to send it to your transcriptionist, but that's coming up. So really, you could just keep it on your computer at this point. So you're going to create a simple opt-in and download pages. As we had said earlier, you're going to be swiping really good examples. You're going to be copying them. You're going to have files of good opt-in pages, good download pages. You're now ready to create. You're going to jump over to your swipe file. You're going to go to that folder because we talked about organization. You're going to pull up your swipe file. You're going to go to opt-in pages. You're going to open up a Word doc. Or if you print it out, you open up that folder in your 2-drawer file cabinet. You're going to pull it out. You're going to look at it, and you're going to copy it, model it. Same thing with the download page. And once you get a few of these made, then it's really simple. You're copying yourself. It's just like changing a few words, changing a few bullets. You can use the same kind of template if it's kind of a generic template. Yeah, once you get a couple of these made, you're just copying yourself. It's even quicker. Your web guys it's even easier. Yeah, go to this URL, copy it, just change these bullets, change this headline, done. Give them the new autoresponder code or tell them to go in and grab the new autoresponder code if it's a totally new list. We're going to order graphics for this. So whatever your product, what you're talking on, or the subject you're talking on, you're going to order graphics. On these graphics, you're not going to have any type of URL on there. You're going to keep them generic because we're going to be giving this stuff away. So you're going to keep it generic. If you're talking about direct sales, you're going to, the 9 secrets to direct sales success with, yourself and whoever your expert is, if you're interviewing an expert. You can have both your pictures. Or if it's an expert, just have them if you want to keep your name off of the product, which I did. In my case, I kept my name off of the home party product. But if your idea, we talked about branding and all that stuff, if that's your niche and you want to get more known in that niche, you interview experts, you get your name up there, and you're going to brand it with your pictures, your audios, and your videos. You're going to buy a domain and hosting. Now, this is if you are at the point of wanting to put this up on your own site and drive people into opt-in. So you can then, at that point, you're going to buy the domain. And it could be 9 secrets to directsalessuccess.com or something like that. And that's it. I mean, it's as simple as that. The reason that we had talked about earlier about not putting a domain on the graphics is because I like the idea of taking it to the next level, of making more money off of it. So that's what we're going to talk about now. So really simple. Before you expand it, you can just do this. You can just give them the MP3. You can just, that's it. You don't do anything else. They opt in, you give them the MP3. But if you expand the idea, then you